What if I told you there's a simple 4-step framework that could help you or anyone you know achieve pretty much any goal? Today we're unlocking one of the most powerful tools in coaching and management, and we're going to start with a scenario you might know all too well.
Okay, picture this. You're in the hot seat. The interviewer leans in and hits you with this question. It's a total test, right? They're checking your structure, your empathy, and your ability to actually get things done. So, how do you answer? Yeah, think about it. A vague answer makes you sound unconfident. A rambling one makes you sound disorganized. But a clear, structured answer, that shows you a pro. It shows you have a system.
So what's the secret sauce here? It's not about just winging it. It's about having a proven framework ready to go.
It's called the GROW model. And honestly, it's a simple, elegant, and crazy effective framework that will make you sound like you've been coaching and managing people for years. Let's see how it works.
So this was developed by a pioneer in the coaching world, Sir John Whitmore. GROW is an acronym, and it's designed to guide a conversation from some big, fuzzy idea all the way to a concrete action plan. Each letter is a crucial step in that journey.
All right, let's peel back the layers and break this thing down letter by letter to see how it really works in practice. First up, G is for goal. Now this might seem like a no-brainer, but it is the most critical step of all. The key here is getting really specific. We're not talking about a big, fuzzy dream, but a clear, motivating objective for right now and for the long haul.
Just listen to the power of that question. Instead of just accepting, "I want a better job," it pushes for real clarity. It forces the person to actually visualize what success looks like in detail. And that makes the goal feel tangible and, real.
Next is R, for reality. Look, before you can chart a course to where you're going, you have to know your exact starting point. This stage is all about taking an honest, objective look at what's happening right now. What are the facts? What have you already tried?
This question just cuts right to the chase, doesn't it? It's not about blame, it's about identification. Just naming that biggest obstacle is the first step to figuring out a way around it. It grounds the entire conversation in the here and now.
All right, now for the fun part. O is for options. This is the creative, sky's the limit part of the conversation. Once you know the goal and the reality, you can start exploring all the different ways to bridge that gap. The most important rule here is without judgment. Seriously, no idea is too wild or too small.
This is one of my favorite questions in the entire framework. It's like it gives you permission to dream for a second. It temporarily gets rid of all those mental barriers, money, time, fear, and it allows for true creative brainstorming. So often, the best solutions are hiding in this kind of thinking.
And finally, we land on W. This is for will, or the way forward. This is the moment of truth. It's where all those great ideas turn into actual action. A fantastic conversation means nothing without commitment. This step is all about choosing from the options and defining exactly what's going to be done, by who, and by when.
This question right here, it totally seals the deal. It creates accountability and a clear sense of purpose. The person walks away from the conversation not just feeling inspired, but with a concrete first step they've actually committed to taking. And that, right there, is the magic of the GROW model.
So, we've seen how it works, but why is this simple 4-step model so ridiculously popular and effective all over the world? Well, a huge part of its power is in its design. It's client-centered, which is just a fancy way of saying it trusts that people have their own answers. The coach is just a guide to help them find them. This makes it incredibly flexible. You can use it for mapping out a career change or a fitness plan. And because it's so structured, it's perfect for virtual calls, and it just works well across different cultures.
Now look, GROW is fantastic, especially for tackling a problem head-on, but it's not the only tool in the shed. For contrast, you've got something like the OSKAR model, which is solution-focused. You'd use that when someone is already doing things well and you just want to build on that success, instead of starting from a problem. Knowing which tool to use for which situation, that's what really shows you know your stuff.
Okay, let's bring this all home. Because the GROW model isn't just a clever answer to an interview question. It's a really practical tool you can start using, like, today.
Seriously, you don't need to be a professional coach to use this. You can use it to help a friend, manage someone on your team, or even coach yourself through your own challenges and goals.
Here's exactly how you can apply it to yourself. First, get crystal clear on your goal. Then, be brutally honest about your current reality. Next, open your mind and brainstorm all your options. And finally, and this is the most important part, commit to your will. What is that single, actionable first step you're going to take?
So that's the GROW model, a simple but incredibly powerful framework for turning goals into reality. So my question for you is this: what's the first goal you're going to apply it to? Give it some thought. Your next big achievement might just be 4 simple steps away.